right, you delightful human beings, and welcome back to the channel, or welcome if you're new here. I'm Christina, aka That Variety Nerd. Today, we're gathered here for the Smackdown reactions. We're here to watch our stories as a community, chit-chat about everything, and just see what happens tonight, because we've got a lot of new additions to the roster, including, of course, Alexa Bliss and Drew, the Bloodline Hunter McIntyre at this point. He's just going to be Drew the Bloodline Hunter to me from this point forward. I don't care. I will just keep yelling at them to make Drew go after the Bloodline at all costs at this point. Last week we were obviously not here because we were actually in Indianapolis for Royal Rumble. I only live like an hour and a half, 2 hours at most from Indianapolis here in the greater Cincinnati area. And I was oh my God, I had such a great time. It was awesome. I was just so excited to just be there and mark off a huge bucket list item. And we'll have a little vlog for y'all hopefully Sunday. I'm still editing it because we've had a very busy week around here, even coming back after the trip. But it was a really cool time. We got to go to our first WWE show in Indiana. We got to meet LA Knight and we got to meet Naomi, so that was really cool too. And honestly, I just had a blast. I really did. And I'm looking forward to whatever the next wrestling premium live event's going to be. I would say the next WWE event, but we got two of them coming up in like almost 2 weeks from now here in Cincinnati. We have Monday Night Raw on the 24th, I believe, and then the following night at the Brady Center, we've got NXT. And if the Brady Center sounds familiar, they just did a double header over with AEW there last month, not too long after the snow and ice storm that we had. So hopefully we don't have any snow and ice storms, but we will be there for the go home episode of Monday Night Raw to Elimination Chamber, and we will also be there for our first ever NXT show and our first wrestling event at the Brady Center. So that's all going to be a thing. And I'm excited to take y'all for the ride for those two. Maybe I'll show y'all around the arenas. I kept joking about it when we were covering some of the Cincinnati lore and the AEW content, even, you know, our usual reactions. I was like, maybe I should take the people around the arenas and like downtown a little bit during the daytime, because I've shown y'all mostly at night pretty much. So I'm like, I might as well show y'all like maybe some cool things during the day, maybe a little bit of Cincinnati itself. Take y'all to some of the just little bits and pieces of town and that sort of thing. Weather permitting, of course. But either way, I'm excited, and we're just here to watch our stories back on the couch. And the couch might look a little different. People, we finally got a new couch, so we've got lots of new developments here, to say the least. We're wrapping up our last 2K4 series. I don't know when. I'm just going to record a bunch of videos and edit them this month, and we're just going to see where the vibes go, to be honest, because I'm ready for 2K24, y'all. I am ready for 2K24. Either way, I know this was a lot of housekeeping items right out of the gate. It's been a couple weeks, and that's pretty much all I got. So grab your snacks, grab your choice of beverage, get comfy and cozy, and a big thank you to y'all for 1,200 subscribers. I know it went down to $11.99, but we've got the screenshot. We've got the receipts. Again, grab your snacks, grab your choice of beverage, get comfy and cozy. Let's watch our stories, people. We're proud of you, main character, main event, Jey Uso. We're so proud. Oh God, he's back on the same show as the Bloodline. Oh no. I mean, just look at the crowd. Like, I mean, we've been so invested in Jey for like years now, like especially ever since the Bloodline story got started, and that's when he to me really felt like a main character. That's why we've been calling a main event main character Jey Uso for some time now. Oh God, I'm so proud of you, Jey. And just seeing his reaction on Monday night, like that's the stuff that makes wrestling special. Seeing and feeling the energy of how happy those people were to see Jey win on Saturday too. It's special, and you deserve all the love, Jey. You deserve the world. Oh yeah, no, because Jey and Cody, they are also former tag team champions too, which makes things interesting. Y'all remember that press conference? Oh my God. Oh, I'm excited for this. Cody and Jey, this is gonna be fun. Oh, Cody and Jey, just this is great. I mean, I prefer Sammy and Jey much more, but I mean Cody and Jey, just fantastic. And Cody won the last 2 Rumbles too, so we got more overlap going on. Oh, well, yeah, I mean, yeah, that would make sense. We all know what Jey's here to talk about. I gotta say, I really love the WrestleMania sign this year. Like, who do you cheer for in this whole situation, right? Because, like, the people love Cody and the people love Jey. Dude, that ladder match was crazy. Cody, you're revealing all your weaknesses. You're revealing the weak points. And I'm also proud of Jey for winning the Rumble, Cody. Like, I had Punk winning the Royal Rumble, right? But, like, Jey was so very pleasantly surprised at it. But it makes sense, right? Like, I mean, for me, it makes sense too. And I'm perfectly fine with it. It's fresh, it's different, we'll take it. And a pleasant surprise. Cody's mentioning the lore. Oh, snap, we got Jacob Fott too. Dude, that dude's intimidating, like, live and in person. I was like, oh my God. Just like hearing him cut the promo last week, I was like, Mom, come pick me up, I'm scared. That was what I was thinking last week. I was like, this dude is so dangerous and cool. He's just like going off. Still scary. Just give Jacob a mic every single week. None of us are going to be mad at that. Just none of us are. But here we go. We got Cody and Jey back in the Bloodline vortex again. Don't tell me to shh, Tomatonga. Okay, he's doing the yee thing. I think Jay's trying to tell him to simmer down too. This is a match I'd like to see. No, he won the title, Jacob. We were all here for that. Oh, snap. I need Jacob with some kind of a title this year, too. I mean, hey, whether he brings a title or not back to the family, he brought a Royal Rumble win, right? I mean, obviously, he's not the first in the family to get a Royal Rumble win, but, like, he brought another one back in there, and we're all proud of Jey. God, Jacob's just unreal, dude. He's just unreal. Oh, snap. Oh, I thought Jacob was going to do something there. Look at Jey and Cody tag teaming there. Look at that. A unified front. But, I mean, they do have to do that against Bloodline 2.0, 3.0. Where's Solo at? Like, somebody on X posted something last week where it was like, we missed Solo in his weekend outfit. And I'm just like, yep, that sounds right. Where's Solo at? Like, I mean, maybe he's coming back soon. I don't know. But either way, all this gets a big old thumbs up for me. Again, it's anything involving Jey Uso and Cody at this point. Why is Logan Paul on my screen? We don't need this advertisement for Monday Night Raw. Either way around, like I've been trying to say, we're going to give all this a big old thumbs up because it's the Bloodline, it's Cody, and just Jey just deserves the world, and just that is all. We appreciate our main event, main character, Royal Rumble winner, Jey Uso. Nailed it! Alrighty, people, got Piper Niven, Bianca Belair. Winner goes to Elimination Chamber. Oh no. Again, why do people always keep going for Bianca's hair? It's like it just never ends well for anybody. Also, are we ever gonna find out what happened to Jade? I don't know, that's kind of a major plot point that we had there for a little while, right? Alrighty, people, we're back from the picture-in-picture commercial break. Piper Niven kicked out at 2. We got Chelsea and Naomi at ringside. Dude, I can't even believe that Royal Rumble was a week ago. Like, it's like, it doesn't feel real to me. I think it's because we were just so busy this week. Oh, Bianca ducked out of the way there. And she's like kind of sent Bianca right to the corner right there. I mean, that's one way to do it. Oh, God, ouch. Oh, no. Oh, Bianca kicked out right there. Well, I mean, her foot was kind of like touching the ropes there. It was like right underneath the ropes or something. I don't know. What was happening there? I'm just like suspicious of everything at this point. Oh, no. Oh, snap. Yeah, that's it. That is it, y'all. That's it, yeah. Alrighty, well, Bianca's going to Elimination Chamber. We have another qualifying match later on tonight with Alexa Bliss and Candice LaRae. Again, I'm excited for that fresh and exciting match. And Alexa's back, so that's exciting. So far we have Liv and Bianca in the match. And then I think I saw on X, I think it's Roxanne and Raquel that are going to be on Raw next week for their match, so that'll be interesting. Alrighty, people, we got DIY. They won at Royal Rumble, albeit under interesting circumstances. We saw the return of the Street Profits at Royal Rumble as well. I ain't standing up, y'all. I just got my new couch today. Like, I'm sitting down. Why are we standing up? Motor City Machine Guns, they're still around. It's the Street Profits y'all gotta worry about now. And Pretty Deadly, too. Yes, boys! Thank you, Pretty Deadly. Thank you. It makes me happy that Pretty Deadly's getting more airtime. Oh, I think he said NXT Tag Team Championships. Well, I mean, the Motor City Machine Guns, they lost a match, but they're not, like, out. Thank you, Nick Aldis. And Motor City Machine Guns lost because of Shenanigans on Saturday night. We were there for it. We were there for it. Wait, we're getting this tag team. There's so many matches. So we have Pretty Deadly versus DIY, even though DIY's in street clothes. So this is all happening, people. This is all happening. They just keep tossing in all these different little matches in the middle of the show here. They got the tag team match. There's also Carmelo Hayes versus Akira Tozawa because Carmelo took out Akira, and that's when Show Speed came out. That was a whole situation, but y'all, that spear that he took, though, oh my God, we were all like sitting up there like, oh my God, is this dude okay? Like, we were just like, what happened here? Either way, we're going off the rails. This whole situation happened. We missed like the first 30 seconds because I accidentally pressed the start streaming button. It's like, Christina, you never set up a streaming key or anything like that. Either way, we got Gargano and Ciampa in street clothes versus Pretty Deadly, who are ready for anything. Got Kit Wilson in here now against Johnny Gargano. Oh, I mean, hey, they gotta be prepared for anything. They're the champs, right? Oh yeah, no, it's been going south for a couple weeks. We've been here. I mean, we were even at SmackDown last week when we saw everything implode, but it's been sort of like on the rocks a little bit for a couple weeks or so at least, right? Jesus. How does Elton Prince not know how dangerous Ciampa is? Like, they've interacted the last several weeks. They've been on the same show for a cup of coffee. Oh! Oh, sneaky pin for the win. You go, Pretty Deadly. You get that tag team title opportunity. Again, you gotta keep your eyeballs peeled on Pretty Deadly. That's what we always say around here because they're so sneaky as a tag team, and that's why I enjoy watching them. Then they're entertaining, so just because Pretty Deadly finally gets a tag team title opportunity, we're giving this a big old thumbs up. Guys, Drew the Bloodline Hunter's officially on SmackDown. This is not a drill. That's just what we're rolling with at this point. We are here for Drew on SmackDown. We are absolutely here for it. Oh, they're leaning into it. They're leaning into it. Seriously, I mean, he kind of just keeps screwing things up for himself, but Monday Night Raw is a toxic workplace. Listen, I mean, you could make that case for NXT with the infamous NXT parking lot. Oh, snap. Listen, if there was anybody that deserved a fresh start for Monday Night Raw, it was 100% Drew. I mean, he's got some fresh matches over here, so we're cool with that. And he's on the same show as the Bloodline. Drew the Bloodline Hunter. Come on, make it happen, WWE. Okay, Drew wants Cody. Drew, weren't you gonna go for the Bloodline first? I remember from a few weeks ago, the timing of Jimmy's music with, like, Drew's facial expression. That was awesome. How is he coming out here every single week if he just showed up to SmackDown, Jimmy? I mean, maybe that was the energy that he had on Raw, but Drew's getting a fresh start. Well, yeah, that makes sense. Everybody's got to earn their spot in the match. Drew's going to snap in like 3 weeks, isn't he? I'm giving him 3 weeks. Jey was just out here earlier, Drew. How are we getting them mixed up at this point? Like, what? What is even happening at this point? Oh my god, they just had no yeet. Listen, I mean, that Elimination Chamber match is already stacked on the men's side of things. They've got Cena and Punk already in there. And then we get good old Logan Paul on Monday night versus Rey Mysterio. And they're going to probably have Logan Paul win that, and he's going to come out last. Speaking of coming out last, though, there's LA Knight. I would be perfectly cool if Drew and LA Knight having a little feud, though, too. Oh boy, that mic. Oh. Weren't Drew and LA Knight having like a quick cup of coffee against each other last year around this time too? Give us LA Knight and Drew if we're not gonna get Jacob and LA Knight. Listen, I want to see LA Knight mix it up with John Cena again, and also especially mix it up with CM Punk. We need that as a community. This was great. This was a great setup for the triple threat match. I mean, even if we didn't have all that, like, I still would have been looking forward to it because I like all three of them. So, I mean, I'm cool with it. I like how everybody's kind of intermingling at this point. We're getting some freshness on the show, and I think that's what we really needed, right? A little bit of freshness, and we're here for it. So either way, all of this, I mean, we got Drew the Bloodline Hunter on this show. We've got Jey Uso just making a name for himself, and he's been crushing it. And we got LA Knight, who just is very consistent and always understands the assignment. So we're giving all this a big old thumbs up. Okay, so we just jumped into the match as if we don't have 3 total hours of this show. Can we get a recap of what happened during the commercial break? We didn't get a picture-in-picture. Oh no. I think another feud that could get kind of interesting and hilarious at the same time could be like Drew and Kevin, because I don't know, it's like they've just had like just self-sabotaging everything. So it's like, just put the 2 people that are self-sabotaging just like in one little feud. I could see Jimmy winning like the US title in the near future. I can kind of see it based on the momentum and vibes, and quite frankly, we just need this title on the show. I know Shinsuke keeps lurking around in the background, but we need this title back on the show, like on the actual show. I'm fine. Earlier today, like, I mean, I think you mean earlier tonight, because, well, we've only had like an hour and 17 minutes of this show. I swear, if you like had no context into this show tonight, it would be like, wait a second here, did we throw this in universe mode? You know what, Jimmy's been doing pretty good. Oh, snap. I think I even said around this time last year that like both Drew and LA Knight needed a title. Well, they both got titles last year. That sentiment still stands for this year too. No shame. No shame at all. Oh yeah, no, people were fighting about the dirt sheets left and right about that at like 1 o'clock in the morning again. I'm just over here like, y'all are believing all this, okay? Because I was like reading the whole thing, because like, again, like we established 2 weeks ago, we don't like, we just are like, nope, dirt sheets can stay away, but my god. Just reading it, I was like, dude, what is happening here? Mainly because I had to read it a couple different times to kind of be like, what is even happening here? Like processing everything. Listen, I could go in and like just rip that apart to shreds and go through with the red pen and everything, but here we are, kids, here we are. We're all on the outside of the ring now. LA Knight was going after Drew into the commentary table. Now he's going after Jimmy. I like how they added in that detail about the newer reinforced commentary table. Oh, look at this. We're getting treated a picture-in-picture. Alrighty, people. We're back from the commercial break. My volume wouldn't unmute right away, so that was fun. We got Drew and Jimmy at the top turnbuckle now. I mean, hasn't the road to WrestleMania been underway, like with the start of Raw on Netflix? When does this transfer portal actually end, by the way? Has anyone established this? I thought the transfer portal was supposed to end like a month ago with Raw on Netflix, right? Like, I thought we established that, but I don't know. When does this transfer portal end? Somebody please leave that in the comments. Again, the people are still very much into LA Knight, so, I mean, at some point you can't deny the reactions. You just can't. Oh, snap. Okay, this is all happening. This is all happening. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Okay, that deserves a big old round of applause right there, so... LA Knight hopped over Drew to get to Jimmy to try to go for the suplex thing. But then Drew caught LA Knight and went in for the German suplex. Hang on a second here. And then LA Knight in turn got the suplex on Jimmy. Did I follow that correctly? Okay, I think I did because, yeah. That was amazing. I think that just whole entire moment right there just deserves the "this is awesome" chant in and of itself. Like, I knew this match was going to be good just based on who was in it, but that was awesome. Are we getting the cool elbow drop? Yes, we are. All right, Jey Uso breaking up the pin right there. Again, this match is great. This is exactly the energy we need right around the 9:30 spot. So here was my experience, like, being at a 3-hour SmackDown for the first time. It wasn't the 10 to 11 o'clock spot that got me. It was that 9:30 to 10:30 spot that got to me. That's where things tend to slow down for me a little bit anyway. Because, like, by 10:30, you get to the main event, you get the entrances and all that, but like that middle spot right there between like 9:30 and 10:30. Oh, hey, listen, like Drew's got a fresh start and well, we're getting an incredible match on our hands. I can't be mad at any of this. It'll be interesting too because we have Wade on commentary and everything and him and Drew have all the history. So like he'll be able to give us some more insight and everything. And possible interactions maybe. I don't know. Oh, Jimmy just caught Drew with the kick there. Oh, over the top rope. Over the top rope again goes Drew. We were all really confused when that happened, by the way. Like at least my little section was when Drew got eliminated. So, like, yeah, we were there for, like, all of that when that happened. We were like, what? What just happened here? Because we thought that Drew was going to go in there for a little while there. Oh, there goes the splash. Oh, but the referee, oh, Drew just pulled the referee out of the ring. You leave the referee alone, Drew. I still am, like, mad at Drew for going after Larry the dog last year during the Punk feud. I don't know if I can forgive him for that. I have my priorities straight. Oh, no. Oh, the referee's there, sneaky pin. Oh, no, the sneaky pin was not for the win. Oh no. Drew's right there though. Oh no. Well, Drew's going to Elimination Chamber and he just pinned LA Knight. I mean, listen, somebody's gonna be mad about that online, I'm sure. And I'm like, if anything, I feel like the Drew and LA Knight fans, we need to kind of come together on this because these are two very talented people that just deserve the world. I'm just saying. I saw all the fighting because, you know, we lurk. We're lurkers. I lurk and laugh on my couch. There we go. That's exactly what we do. But I mean, I can't be mad. Drew needed a win, right? First night on SmackDown and everything. That made sense to me. And this was a great match overall. So I mean, like, again, if LA Knight's gonna lose to somebody, I mean, at least it's to a main event person, right? Like Drew, for example, because it's Drew. He's just a dangerous dude. Who knows? This could set up something further down the road, right? This could be the Mania match between the two. We don't know because, again, like, Drew and Punk, they're gonna be in that chamber together. They've got all that history and just, oh no. Drew could potentially self-sabotage again. We don't know. We've got a few weeks to go until Elimination Chamber, but I gotta give this match a double thumbs up, mainly because of that one crazy move right there with, like, the three of them. That was crazy. Gotta give it a double thumbs up just for that one moment right there. Oh, God. Welcome to SmackDown, Drew the Bloodline Hunter. Welcome to SmackDown. Alrighty, people. We got Carmelo versus Akira Tozawa. So this match is happening, and I'm perfectly okay with it. Hey, we're here for it. We're here for a little competitive matchup for Tozawa. It's like I did not have this on our bingo board, but we're kind of here for it at this point. Carmelo's been around on SmackDown for almost 9 months. Right, no, almost 10 months now, because we were there when he got drafted last year, because the first night of the WWE draft was in Cincinnati. We were here for that. I'm noticing I'm starting to get there for some of the somewhat pivotal plot points at this rate, right? Oh boy, I'm starting to feel it, people. I'm starting to feel that 9:30 to 10:30 just like energy shift at this point. I'm just glad they at least revisited the whole situation, or situations, given everything that we've been watching tonight. From Royal Rumble, which again, we chit-chatted about dirt sheets 2 weeks ago on the reaction. And then I actually had to yell at somebody over dirt sheets and just being a total jerk face during the Women's Royal Rumble match. So, I mean, this is sort of a secondary thread. I mean, hey, I'm perfectly fine with this not getting a walk in the park type match because, like, all of this makes sense. Because, again, Carmelo did take out Akira Tozawa at the Royal Rumble, and that's how we got I Show Speed. Oh, yeah, no. Carmelo's got this, y'all. I don't know what direction they have for Carmelo, but I'm like, okay, maybe they're just trying to build him up for something at this point. But I mean, like, they keep putting him in all these little random side quests. Well, I don't know if I would say random, but like just all these little side quests along the way. So I don't know what's going on with Carmelo, but we'll have to see what happens moving forward. But hey, Carmelo got a win, so we'll give that a thumbs up right there. Alrighty, people, we've got Charlotte here on SmackDown tonight. She was over on Raw and also in NXT, so that all made sense. She won the Women's Royal Rumble on Saturday, and she's back after a year, so it's good to have Charlotte back. They're leaning into all the Cleveland critiques, right? I'm not obsessed with anything. I mean, I'm obsessed with my new couch. I'm not obsessed with you, Charlotte. No shame. We're just glad to have you back. Unserious women. What is going on around here? Unserious women? You had a number of people that went in there for like over 30 minutes. How is that unserious? I mean, Charlotte's got some good matches on the table so far. That was quick. Listen, out of all 3 matches, I want to see this one the most right now. Well, yeah, she got called out. I would assume that, you know, if she knew that Charlotte was going to be here, so it makes sense for her to know when she's going to be there. I think so, anyway. I hope that made sense. Fantasy General Manager mode. Oh my god. People love playing Fantasy General Manager on social media. I mean, listen, we can do that in the 2K game. Again, the people are very much behind Tiffany. She did have a quick rise. There's no denying Tiffany's talent. That's your women's champion, Charlotte. Come on. She just spoke, Charlotte. I don't understand where any of this is going. It's a fresh matchup, too. This is a match I want to see. I mean, if the fans are going to boo Charlotte, they might as well pull the trigger on this, right? Those are synonyms, kid and child. What is going on here? Why does Tiffany have to beg or anything? Like, what? Why? Okay, well, I think they're going to revisit the Nia and Tiffany thing first, right? Like, I feel like that would make sense. Okay, and then this is how we're going to get to Candice and Alexa then, right? Because Candice just got out here too. They're revisiting it. She cashed in Money in the Bank. That's how it works. I'm on Tiffany's team for this entire situation at this point because it's like nothing's adding up at this point. Well, we will be here too next week. It's Valentine's Day next week. Oh god. Oh boy, here we go. We got Alexa Bliss coming out here. Even just having Alexa Bliss back like on the SmackDown roster, that just adds freshness to everything. We love that. I really did miss her. She's great. But either way, we've got the match with Tiffany and Nia next week, presumably for the title, I believe, right? So at least they addressed that and they circled back to that, so we've got that to look forward to next week. Charlotte seemed interested in this whole situation, so I feel like they're kind of dragging this out just a little bit, right? So that way they like, you know, oh yeah, no, it's probably going to be Charlotte and Tiff. Either way around, good to see Charlotte back. We had the Tiffany and Charlotte moment, and we continued the whole Nia and Tiffany situation. Again, just Tiffany just continues to crush it every single week. Nia is entertaining, so we'll just see where things roll from here. Here we go, people. We got Alexa Bliss versus Candice LaRae. Looking forward to this. Like how we're getting those 2K25 ratings on the screen. This is a match I didn't know that I needed until it got announced, and we're here for it. But Alexa's looking great so far. I want to see like what they're going to do with Alexa, because I know the Wyatt Six, they're over on SmackDown too, so I don't know what's going to happen, but I'm perfectly cool with her mixing it up a little bit, just getting a couple little side quests in, couple little matches in, and that sort of thing, readjusting to everything. That makes sense. Dude, Alexa got such a crazy reaction there at Royal Rumble. I'm not even joking. That was crazy. Oh, God, ouch, right on the apron. Well, that's certainly one way to go to commercial break. Alrighty, people, we are back from the commercial break. Candice is in firm control right here. Okay, they were just talking about this on commentary, but like, you know, with Candice having, you know, all the experience and all that, you know what, this is probably a good match for Alexa Bliss to come back to, right? Because I would think that, I don't know, if I'm having my first singles match back, I'm going to want to be in there with somebody that, you know, has a lot of experience, so that way I can make it through in one piece. and all safe and sound. I'm just very fascinated. I really do want to see what direction they go with Alexa Bliss, because there could be some interesting character bits and stuff. I don't know. I'm interested. I'm invested at this point. We're also trying to pace ourselves accordingly, because again, it's this time frame right here between 9:30 and 10:30 that gets me. Oh God. Okay, well I thought Candice had it there for a second. Oh, I'm seeing the glitching on the screen. I'm seeing the glitching. And not the weird glitching and issues we were having on Netflix, somebody. Like, this is like Wyatt glitching. Oh, here we go. Oh. We got some sneaky roll-ups here. Lots of sneaky roll-ups. Oh, Alexa caught Candice right here. Yeah, that's it. Candice is done. Alrighty, Alexa won the match. Not surprised, but I'm just happy that Alexa's back, because we have definitely missed Alexa Bliss in this household. I mean, she's gonna be joining Liv and Bianca, so I mean, that's not a bad lineup on the women's side either. So again, Alexa's back, and I'm looking forward to seeing what happens with her moving forward. Alrighty, people, well, we're about a minute late from, well, the start of the match. We already went to picture-in-picture, like, okay. But we've got a whopping 11 minutes left on the clock, so that makes sense. Alrighty, people, we are back from the commercial break / the picture-in-picture break. I don't know what we're calling just Tama Tonga and Jacob at this point. Where's Solo in the weekend outfit? Where's Solo at? Where's Roman? Well, Roman's out injured, as we established from Royal Rumble, so at least we know where he's at. But we haven't seen Solo in a cup of coffee, so I'm wondering if they're going to try to do, like, Solo versus Jacob first, maybe? I don't know. And then maybe that's how we get to Jacob versus Roman. I don't know. I feel like that would make sense. I could be entirely wrong. It's the Bloodline. They're going to space things out. No, it's main character, main event Jey Uso. We've always said he was like the main character of the Bloodline, or at least one of the main characters. And he has truly proven why we have always just called him main character Jey Uso. So proud of you, Jey. I gotta think though, like, if you're in a tag team match, right? Like, you kind of divvy things up a little bit, but at the same time, like, if you're thinking more selfishly, you kind of want the other person in there a little bit more, so that way you don't take as much damage. So, like, next week we're getting Priest, Braun, and Jacob all in the same match, and I'm just nervous. I'm so nervous, y'all. There he goes again. The fans are just doing it now. I love that though. Oh, Tama Tonga, just, we don't deserve you. Oh. Counter. Both. Okay, we got a collision in the middle of the ring. Alrighty, we got Cody in the middle of the ring now. Oh, huge kick right there from Cody. Yeah, like, you cannot keep this dude down. Like, you can get him over the top rope, obviously, as we saw at Royal Rumble, but you cannot keep Jacob Fatu down. Like, not at all. Oh, I heard that right into the post. There goes Tama Tonga with the sneaky roll-up. Okay, that could be it. Nope, Cody kicks out. How is Cody still, like, just moving after that crazy ladder match that he had with Kevin Owens? And Kevin Owens had another promo in the car earlier, too, so that happened. We also thankfully saw the Street Profits in a little video, too. So, I mean, they were there. They were there. Oh, no. Oh, okay. Well, there's Jacob back into the commentary table again. Cody's got the crossroads. Alrighty. Cody picked up a win against Tama Tonga in the tag match. My apologies if this little part of the reaction was short. I swear, it's like that 9:30 to 10:30 slot. That's just, oh my God. And then, like, there were, like, all the videos and stuff, like, kind of in between that 10:30 to, like, 10:45-ish spot, right? So it's like that little stretch there. It's like, oh God, we're trying to make it work. We're trying to make it through. It's like, I do see the value in the 3 hours of SmackDown. My brain is just like fried. Oh, hang on here. There's Solo! Solo's finally back. Yay, Solo's back. I was starting to enjoy Solo there for a little bit. He was getting some personality and everything going on there. Welcome back, Solo. This was a decent little matchup. Again, kind of predictable with who we thought would win, right? But we got Solo back. So we got not Tribal Chief back. So I'm excited for Solo being back. So I think for that alone, we're going to give that a thumbs up because it's Solo and Solo is back. Alrighty, people. Overall, I actually enjoyed this week's episode of SmackDown. It felt like the right amount of freshness that we got injected that the show kind of needed at this point, while also keeping some of the threads going. I don't know how Solo in his return and just the attack on Cody is going to fit into the overall grand scheme of things, if that's going to be what pulls Jey back into that whole situation. I don't know what's going to happen there. I feel like we're probably going to get Jacob versus Solo at this point, given just how everything's going, and maybe that's how we get eventually to to Roman versus Jacob, right? Because I feel like that just makes logical sense, right? Right, because Roman already beat Solo to be the tribal chief and all that. So in terms of all the Bloodline shenanigans, at least everything's moving forward a little bit, which is great. And we miss Solo. In terms of overall matches, my favorite match of the night was that triple threat match with Jey Uso, with LA Knight, and with Drew McIntyre. That whole segment beforehand, it was a little off the rails, and they kind of leaned into all the like dirt sheet drama and stuff. Again, we don't cover that around here unless we absolutely need to, or if we need to call some crap out. We had to call out somebody, I think, at Royal Rumble on Saturday because, well, first of all, they were being just really rude in general towards the women because it was during the Women's Rumble. They were just saying all kinds of crazy crap and just rude crap in general. Plus, they were going on about the dirt sheets, and I'm like, y'all, these kids are trying to make some core memories over here. Cut it out. So I didn't exactly say that exact thing, but you get the idea. Either way, really enjoyed that match. Really enjoyed all that little just chunk right there in the middle. That's kind of the stuff that we need in the middle of the show. I do want to see Drew the Bloodline Hunter in full force at some point. But we'll see what happens. I don't know what they're going to do with either Jimmy or LA Knight moving forward. I would, again, like to see that standalone feud with, like, LA Knight and Drew. I think that could be kind of fun, especially if we're not going to get LA Knight versus Jacob anytime soon. I don't know. They've kept hinting at it, and I need that in my life, but here we are, kids. Here we are. The whole situation with like Charlotte and Tiffany and that whole segment there was kind of weird to me. I felt like, again, Tiffany was like the one person that made like 100% sense of that whole situation. And I feel like, again, like, the Nia and Tiffany match should be on a larger show just simply because of all the buildup that took place just over all those months, right? We've still got some moving pieces going on the show, which is great. The tag team division stuff still moving in the right direction. We've got the, like, just implosion after everything that happened over Royal Rumble weekend, right? And it seems that Pretty Deadly kind of had a little bit of a face turn there, so I'm interested to see where that goes or if that's like a thing, but we'll see. Again, I like Pretty Deadly, and I mean, the fact that they're getting more airtime in 2025 makes me very happy. So yeah, overall, we'll give this all a big old thumbs up. We had a lot happen on this week's episode. We're starting to get the people that like kind of have just gravitated over to SmackDown because of the whole trade portal thing. We don't know when this thing closes, by the way. I thought this thing was supposed to close like a month ago. Let me know what y'all thought about this week's episode of SmackDown down in the comments down below. Leave a like, leave a comment, make sure to hit the subscribe button and hit the bell button to get notifications around here and that sort of thing. So once again, thank y'all so much for tuning in, and I will see you all in the next one.